Good morning, YouTube. I started watching this so I could try to wake up, but it's tough. The House of Khalil, if you know it. Nuke's Top 5. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe to me. If you like spooky stuff.
So did Ahab Kasmia see the ghost or a djinn of the house's former tenant, Khalil? Or was it just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I need it to be a hoax this morning.
Free Spirit. This next clip is a bizarre video that's been floating around the internet for a while. Uploaders claim that this video shows a possessed man at the moment a spirit leaves his body for a new home.
Hold on. I'm still on the coffee here. Say this again, Nuke.
Free Spirit. This next clip is a bizarre video that's been floating around the internet for a while. Uploaders claim that this video shows a possessed man at the moment a spirit leaves his body for a new home.
Okay.
Now, there are very few details or even an identifiable source for this video, but it's definitely creepy. However, is it real or fake? Well, that's up to you.
I feel like it's for a movie.
I
feel like that was a promo for a movie. No way that was real.
afraid of no ghosts. Popular Dutch rapper
Me
Lange
either.
Frans claims that he has no fear of ghosts or the paranormal. So the Dutch TV program Phobiac decides to let him prove that by sending him into two of the most haunted places in Edinburgh, Scotland. The first location is a very bizarre,
Should be
allegedly
interesting.
haunted house.
This is the 17th century house down here.
My dog is
This
bugging
one of
out
the
right
most
now for some
famous
reason.
places down here. Obviously, because we do have that, well, in fact, the cement in the walls here, the plasterwork, was actually made from human cremation ash.
So this...
Was there no other building materials except for the cremated remains of humans? Really?
Famous places down here. Obviously, because we do have that, well, in fact, the cement in the walls here, the plasterwork, was actually made from human cremation ash.
So this...
Okay,
Everything
that's
you
fun.
see here was human cremation ash. That's another reason why people do think it's so haunted down here, because there's literally up to, what, a couple of thousand people here in the walls of this house.
True to his word,
Huh?
Lange Frans isn't spooked. In fact, he seems to find it funny when the film crew claims to have some spooky encounters.
Wat is er aan de hand? Je voelde wat aan je voet.
Ik hoef het er niet op camera te zien.
Wat zeg je?
Vette voetstappen hier dan.
Rot op.
Nou, serieus.
En je hoorde wel degelijk voetstappen. Ja, zeg geen grapje.
Vanaf verder zou hier echt naartoe komen lopen.
Ja, nee, ik zweer het je.
Het is nu officieel. Iedereen begint er gewoon helemaal de pan uit te flippen hier al.
The group next visits the Greyfriars Graveyard, which is supposedly one of the most haunted places in Scotland, perhaps even the world.
This is the tomb that seems to be the most active. It's the most notorious. We call it the Black Mausoleum. Most of the attacks seem to take
Sounds
place around
ominous.
the back of the tomb.
Lange Frans still says that he's seen nothing even remotely frightening. In fact, he's now so cocky that he decides to sit in the haunted mausoleum all alone, leaving the film crew outside. When they return to check on him hours later, it seems his attitude might have changed.
Ik weet echt niet hoe lang ik nog ga blijven, want...
How come?
Ik ben al lang blij dat ik nu niet meer...
What happened?
Ik ben hier, zeg maar. Hoe voel jij je dan? Kut, hè?
So he's being affected by something.
Het is zo dat als je hier binnen bent, het is... Je voelt iets op je drukken, zeg maar. En je bent hier niet alleen.
Oh, I hope they capture a shadow or something running past him.
Good man.
Ga eens naar binnen voor een gein, Olivier.
What just happened?
Ik voelde echt een soort van een tikje zo op me. Godverdomme, het zal toch niet waar zijn? Denk ik, dat kan toch niet?
Get back in there
Ik
then.
voelde het ook.
So one night in Edinburgh's most haunted graveyard made Lange Frans a believer.
Eén keer en nooit meer.
Once is enough. I'm good.
As always, thanks for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, and to suggest a video, go to the Facebook page and hit the send message button.
Thank you, Nuke. Huh? What is that?
Number 1. An urban exploration channel called
Hi,
Urbex
bud.
with Taffy goes investigating
Hi, bud.
an underground bunker when they start to feel incredibly watched for no reason at all. They pause at the entrance to a dark room, and tonight vision rolling call out to any haunting the tunnels with them.
Right, so, is there anyone in here with us? Would you make a sound? Just make a noise?
In the doorway is a shadow person who is not Taffy, nor his friend Carol. As you can see both of their shadows, it's weird that a third shadow appears as soon as they ask for a sign, but this wouldn't be too hard to fade with a third person's
Little peeksy around the corner.
The question is whether or not it was really the two of them down there in the creepy haunted tunnel, and that's something only Carl and Taffy will know for sure. Number 2. Night Owl 2007 published this video of a creepy sewer creature in February of 2018.
Of a sewer
In
creature?
the video, some guys are walking along the road at night when they stop at a big, heavy manhole cover and proceed to enter into the sewer. They remember how scary the sewer is: long, dark tunnels, loud echoes, in order to see how deep one of the tunnels goes. The crew cracks a neon stick light and, turning off all other light sources, throws it into the tunnel. The tunnel must be deep, but the depths do terminate, as you can still see a tiny pinprick of light in the distance. As they're playing around with the neon stacks, the camera catches a skull-like face peeking over one of the crew's shoulders.
Huh?
Light here. What do you think? What the?
It looks like a ghoulish mask layer.
It looks like an alien. That's a whole alien.
Light here. What do you think?
That's a whole alien. My hard drive just sounded like it was going to blow up. That was insane. That's a whole alien. Just chilling in a tunnel.
What the?
It looks like a ghoulish mask layering behind him, but when the guy moves out of the way and the cameraman casts his camera beyond, there's nothing there. Delicious say the entire crew springs into action, racing out of that sewer like no one's business. There is a roaring sound at the end echoing. As they jet out of the tunnel, we can assume they made it out alive, otherwise we wouldn't have this video to show for it.
Wow.
Number 3. This entry involves a series of
Well, don't go into tunnels, I guess.
videos revealing a web of industrial-looking tunnels that weave beneath the campus of Northern Arizona University. The upload states that in October of 2018, they only reached the bottom of the stairs, but recently decided to venture further, and close Grandad writes, and was almost established as an insane asylum back in the mid-1890s, and rumor has it that these tunnels would have been part of that, he shares a link which knows that the building was first built as a reform school for Arizona's so-called vicious youth. It's unclear why it remained empty for years upon completion. That's when his granddad mentioned, and is saying asylum was proposed by the territorial legislature. For some reason, that wasn't followed through. Read there. What is the main clear is this short historical literature. Is when the tunnels were built in for what purpose? The recorder guides us through the dark tunnels writing. I gave across pathways that I could have potentially crawled shimmy through, but chose not to because when they seemed to be dangerously cramped at points, and two, I didn't want to spend too much time down there. I don't know how much farther these tunnels go. Until we find out what those tunnels were used for, the mystery may just be enough to haunt you.
Okay, didn't find anything, but those are some creepy tunnels. Definitely worth exploring and investigating.
4.
Hi, bud. You barking?
Papa
That was me
Jake
talking.
is returning to a haunted sewer tunnel that he explored once before, but this time it's 3 a.m. and his friends think that a large sewer creature might be down there. So they bring a lot of extra equipment, like motion sensors and night vision, to capture it on video. Their first encounter happens not in the tunnel itself, or rather in the surrounding woods. What appears to be some type of human-right creature scampers across the forest floor on all floors. Only one of the two friends see it, so I guess he manages to convince himself that it was nothing, and they continue to press on a short while later they finally locate the tunnel. They're very deep inside when a strange and haunting moan convinces them to get out of there fast.
What was that?
The noise is coming from the same direction they just came from, so Papa Jake and his friend try to outrun the creature at a fast pace, taking blind turn after blind turn for a full 5 minutes. It is long before they find themselves wandering down, an oversized pipe completely lost. Whatever is chasing them, on the other hand,
Lost is not
apparently
good.
knows every last twist and turn of this Lathian cesspit.
No way.
At this point, they all start to run for their lives. Papa Jake now feels he has sufficient evidence of the rake, and I doubt he will ever go back there. As always, be sure to let me know if you think this is real or not based on what you've seen. Their reactions all seem very genuine, but there's always the possibility of special effects. Number 5.
Special effects, friends, and other weirdo-ass humans. Let's not forget about all them.
YouTuber named The Legends TV is exploring a tunnel at 3 a.m.
He's a legend.
When he comes across the stenciled message on the wall. It's a rant about someone who doesn't want to take their medicine or live in a hospital anymore. Perhaps made by someone who escaped an institution and now lives down here to further support this theory. They find a lone baby doll laying in the dirty...
I don't know about all that. I mean, I can relate to that in terms of no more doctors, no more medicines, no more hospitals. I have multiple sclerosis, and there's a bunch of different doctors that I have to go see all the time because my body hates me certain days. But I don't know if I would resort to living in a place like this. I think I would just not take my medicine. Tell the doctor, just like, oh yeah, I'll take it. Oh yeah, sure, I'm taking it. Yep. I'll just not take it.
Water, and tucked under the doll's arm is a steel blade. For all I know, this could be a trap set by someone who is not right in the head. They go only a little deeper and find this red clump of what appears to be matted hair stuck to the wall, almost like someone's skull. Number 6. The Drake Low Tunnels in the United Kingdom.
Okay, that was gross. That was a clump of bloody hair. That was gross. And the Ouija brothers. I think we've seen them before.
Was a classified nuclear bunker that mysteriously closed down from 1993. Almost no records of this place exist, but 3 men were once buried alive in a tunnel collapse Shadow people are said to have been seen here ever since, and the Ouija brothers do capture some strange activity on camera, like this pitch black anomaly at 8 minutes and 45 seconds, for example. Is this a black spirit orb or
Walk
just wall
towards my
stain?
voice.
Moving pretty quickly.
Earlier, they catch this passing white apparition against the wall.
Could you make yourself known?
The timing of the appearance in relation to the question is quite
I've seen them.
abnormal.
The white
But is
apparitions
it
and the shadow
paranormal?
bastards. I've seen
I
them.
think so. Number 7. This one looks straight out of a horror movie. Posted by Wet Tent YT to the Chills narrator subreddit and originally published to the YouTube in September of 2020. This is an urban exploring adventure turned into a nightmare. The uploader explains that this is a follow-up to a recent video he posted. He came across several tunnels after leaving an abandoned garage, and in these tunnels he encountered a figure he'd seen at the last location.
The Google backrooms.
These videos were filmed within hours of each other and showcase a strange person or figure that followed me while exploring. If you look closely, it seemed to have an axe, and its eyes also looked like they were sort of glowing. In the video, after wandering down a tunnel, he uploaded here something. He sets his camera down on the ground in the tunnel facing the exit. That's when the aforementioned figures captured pounding on the roof of the tunnel with what appears to be an axe. Meanwhile, the uploader races down the adjacent tunnel, and when the Axeman leaves, retrieves his camera from the ground and races back towards where the Axeman exited, shouting, "Who are you?" No response. You should probably be grateful about that. Number 8.
It was his friend. Next.
A group of friends see a stranger leave the woods in a hurry. They think it's on and make a video.
Andy caught someone coming out of the tunnel. Pretty creepy, pretty scary. So.
Oh, bro, what's that smell?
Oh, it's rank.
Can you smell that? Guys, there's literally flies all over the place. Oh, bro, can you smell that? That stinks,
Oh,
bro.
nasty, huh?
In the tunnel, they find a white sheet covered in red with a very distinct human line underneath. And this is the reaction.
That stinks. Man, that was grim.
Hey, we're just doing body right now.
We need to ring the police.
As crazy as anything.
Having this happen would be
Wow.
really scary.
We need to ring the police.
What?
We need to ring the police.
Have you got a phone?
No, I've not got a phone. Have you got one? Hey, can I have police, please?
Then bother looking for. Go on that door.
1 minute you're hanging out with your
He
friends.
grabbed his phone. He's like
and
999
the next moment,
immediately.
you're
Hello?
all suspects.
Yeah, I've just found
It's
been at school
911 here
and
in
we just found a body.
The USA, it's 999
Number
over
9.
there. In the UK.
Some kids flashlights a tunnel and the darkness of night. These ingredients never failed to be a recipe for disaster. Published in December 2000.
And capturing some aliens and other spooky crap that likes to hide in tunnels. Was it reptilians, maybe? Could be the reptilians that they find.
2012 by Timothy L. Shabu. A group of kids decide to enter a sewer at night with nothing but flashlights to guide them. They should have expected what came next. They crawl into the depths of the tunnel waiting for the creature to make himself known. But when it does, you wish it hadn't. The
That was
figure springs
aggressive.
towards the boys, you know, mayhem breaks loose.
That was
as the entire
aggressive.
group tries to scurry out of the tunnel at once. When they do finally break free of the tunnel and its
Wow.
creature, a sigh of relief washes over them. Many viewers of this video feel the same way. The Potato Llamas wrote, "Reminds me of when there's a spider hiding under a rock and the second you lift it, it runs at you. But what was this thing crawling deep in the tunnel? Something it was a monkey, judging by the noises the creature made."
Or it was Gollum looking for his precious.
Other special effects, I don't know what it is. but it's made me want to stay out of sewage tunnels at night, or...
I mean, I don't know who randomly would want to go into sewage tunnels at night.
at any time.
Or ever, for that matter.
Thanks for like and subscribe our video.
That narrator program was terrible. Possessed stories? Should we be the first view? These algorithms are so off on YouTube, especially on an Xbox. I don't think it updates. So I'm sure he or she has got more than 0 views. Alright, we're starting to wake up. Where's my coffee go? The coffee is starting to do its job. That was okay, but wasn't too spooky. So maybe we'll have to do another Nuke's Top 5 to really get the juices flowing. Or maybe a Mind Seed. Those guys are great too. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like spooky stuff. We'll see you in the next one.